how to review curses, spells, and energetic daggers in order to exit the matrix. I don't know why people care so much about exit the matrix. Just die for good. The second death and then no more return. This what I wanted to do is just to no return anymore anywhere, just merge with the cosmos. Why do you care so much about this nonsense fake ascension or whatever, reincarnation and karma? There's no such thing to me, there's no such thing as a karma. I've always said that the right thing, the right template supposed to be you do now, you pay now. No such thing as credit. Pay now, I'll do now and pay later. That's not rubbish. There's supposed to be such thing as instant karma. Instant karma. So I don't agree for all this new age nonsense. So this may be one of the most important. So I'm totally different from many people because some are either 80 or 80. Either they are two religions, dogmatic, or they are skeptic. This may be one of the most important topics right now, and having the internet available to us may be one of the major keys in finally freeing us from the karmic loops that have been imposed upon us through the dark forces. Remember, the entities that need our life force energy to continue to exist have devised a plan where they create a program for destruction and most follow it without realizing it. The technology used in order to do so has become so far advanced in its implantation within our reality that they can simply sit back and watch the orchestration of chaos and destruction without getting any blood on their own hands. That's what we are seeing around. Family against family. That's what I'm always knocking, banging the same tab and the same key. There is something going on and people doing nothing to stop it. We have people against people, even I'm not even saying people who know each other, but people who doesn't know one another are still at each other's throats on the road rage, or in fast food and restaurant, or just about anywhere people are at each other's throat. Okay, so there's something going on. I know that sometimes there are some evil entities that like to trigger another or even gaslight another, and some other people just cannot take it. We have been pitted against each other through the ability to use thoughts and words against the others, most especially the ones we love. That's why it's better to stay alone. That's why I just wanted my mother. My mother is far gone, so I just like to be alone without nobody. No son, no daughter, nothing, nobody. Just be by my own. And animals. Our energetic ability to cast spells, curses, and energetic daggers toward another has become our most powerful weapon without even realizing it. This hexed energy is the root of all evil when it comes to relations with other humans. That's why I don't like I don't like mix up other humans. I avoid humans. I rather stay for, you know, entities. Yeah, entities, rather than humans. I like the night. I like to go out in the night, 24 hours. Um, Provision shop or supermarkets where I know I go there. There's nobody. Especially in this place where I am. You know, I don't like their glare. I don't like their stare. I don't like their evil eyes. I just hate it. And I just dislike humans. Past lives with someone may even reveal where the first dagger originated from. And therefore, each time you meet someone in a lifetime, the one who received the bad energy probably has not cleared it, and without knowing it, they have become a magnet for more of that type of energy. Then join together again to start the drama, start the chaos, the party chaos again, isn't it? Then upon meeting that person in this lifetime, a connection is automatically made in hell between the two, and that bad energy begins to manifest if it was not resolved in another life. That's how we see what? We see dysfunctional family, men killing human all the time, and even in few rare cases whereby human retaliating cannot take anymore, and she is blamed for this, for defending themselves, when most times the male the one who commits the aggression. They even lash their anger, their rage against a poor defenseless animal. I'm not even say toward another human, but against the animals. These beings are just evil. I don't even think that they could be human. They are not human for me. And when they die, what they become, that dirty astral body will become a devil, a Satan, and they will go about roaming the earth to cause more troubles to others, to instigate problem within the family, etc. There is even there is even propaganda and a lot of incentivation against family online. They are talking bad about mother, father, and elderly. They are saying things that they suck energy, that they are like leech. Then to me also a kid can be a leech. A kid is like some kind of parasite because they need the eyes for cleaning them, to cook for them, to feed them, take them to school, bring them back to school. This also is a leech, could supposed to be a leech. Okay? And before someone say, but they didn't ask to be born. No. Nobody has to be born, that's true, but nobody else asked to be born. Then what? Only you and they didn't ask to be born, and the parents asked to be born? Is it what you are trying to say? You need to go back to metaphysical school, man. Go back to metaphysical school to learn all this before you think that only you didn't ask to be born. And yet in some esoteric schools they will say, yes, you did ask to be born. Another stupid thought. I don't think that anybody asked to be born. If you ask to be born because you are under coercion, right? Either you are born or you suffer the other side. Maybe that you are being under caution. Okay? They forced you to sign a contract, anything like that, for you to come back and experience life under their tutelage, under their control, and under their programming system. But I don't think that consciously people had asked it to come here and work and reincarnate here. I don't think. And this hell, crazy people, evil people. I don't think so. Not me. Not me. Maybe I came to expose many things. I came to expose X. I'm totally different from the rest here. They always, no matter how different they may be, they came about as so different, but in reality they are just the same. They still follow the archons blindly without question, and they become they are fanatic, very fanatic. They always follow rules and dogmas without question. We asked to be born. Oh, you need to do a cleansing. Oh, you need to ascend. Oh, you must be in high frequency so as to attract good energy. Good attract good. Likes attract likes. There's no such thing. I don't believe so. It's all in your mind. Everything resides in your mind. Do you understand or not? That's simple to imagine. Everything's about intentions. It's all in your mind. No such thing because people think bad about me, I'm gonna fall sick. I don't fall sick easily. I throw it back. You can send me 1,000 arrow dart towards me. I can counteract and send it back to you, and then you don't complain later by the 1,000 folds that I'll send it back. Okay, I'm not that kind of person that pretends to be good to shoes. I'm half and half, but I know to who I am good to. I know the type of people I'm good to. I'm fair. So it has become more powerful weapon. Our energetic ability to cast spell, curses, and energetic daggers to one another has become our most powerful weapon without even realizing it. I have seen so many sending me weapons. What else? Dagger. How to say is it? Etherical weapons of psychic weapon, and then later I find out this person is sick, got cancer. Oh, I see. I know why. With my buttons. Oh, yeah. I see. Because they try to send to me, and then the end go back to them, because the universe is a mirror. What you send back, it will return to you. Even if you have to wait 1,000 years, don't worry. You don't need to pluck one rotten fruit with your own hands and then bash at it with a bamboo pole. You don't need to. Bad fruit will fall by itself. This hexed energy is the root of all evil when it comes to relations with other humans. Past lives with someone may even reveal where the force dagger originated from, and therefore each time you meet someone in a lifetime, the one who received the bad energy probably has not cleared it, and without knowing it, they have become a magnet for more of that type of energy. Then upon meeting that person in this lifetime, a connection is automatically made between the two. No wonder enemies get married. Sometimes the enemy is there, a brother, a sister. Not that I want to think about it. I try to live with peace with everybody. Be my sister, my brother. I try to help as much as I can. I help by heart, sincerity of heart. I'm happy to help. But once you screw, I only forgive my mother. The rest, no way. Then open meeting that person this lifetime, a connection is automatically made between the two, and that bad energy begins to manifest it if it was not resolved in another life. Out of self-defense, a person will reflect their energy back to sender, or in some cases hold onto it and let it fast fester within them. And that's the most terrible thing to do to yourself. You know, these people who are abused, and instead of fighting back, they hold on grudges inside and go to alcohol, self-destruction, drugs, or even control medications. Yeah, we are talking about them right now. This is an act of self-annulling and self negation. You are renegade yourself, you are negate yourself, you are annulling yourself in favor of another and allow other people to bully you. You are not loving yourself, and then you let yourself be abused, and then to forget it, to go to alcohol, become an idiot, drunky, I don't know what, drunk devil, or become a drug addicted junkie, because you cannot face that abuser like this, eye to eye, eye to eye, because at this post will always be at this post until you stop them. A person will reflect that energy back to sender, or in some case hold onto it and let it fester within them. I don't like that. I like to blurt out, I don't like to keep things inside. I must take out. Holding onto bad energy causes immense blockages within a person's energy field, and over time will probably lead to disease. There's a lot of people like this. They keep inside the resentment, hatred, anger. I know sometimes there is a reason for that. I cannot take away your reason. I cannot judge you for that. There's many people who have been abused beyond the repair. But remember that if you are the victim, if you are being abused by anybody, even by a teacher like I have been because of my skin color, okay? If you have been abused even by a teacher, even by your colleagues in school, it's not your fault, it's their fault. Always remember, it's their fault. But you don't need to go there and do the unthinkable and then destroy yourself because of that devils. Just let them be. They will get their karma. They will get what they deserve one day. You don't worry, they will get. Just wait and see. You don't need to go there and make justice with your hands. If you can, if you are old enough, then fight back. Okay, defend yourself. Otherwise, let it be, and one day they will get it. They will get it back from the universe. Because of unresolved dissonant energetic blockages and the defenses that one has toward another who unknowingly sends it, humanity has gotten trapped within a perpetual pattern of chaos and destruction. Humanity are devils. It really sucks. They are monster. There is a mix of human versus human along with a quantic energy attacks on top of the traumas we already carry. Yeah, yeah. They in some of them are not even human. They are pure devil. They are oversoul are devils. The God's self is devil. The fact that one already has unresolved trauma allows for more attacks to be received by that person by resonance. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in this nonsense of resonance, man. This is already something orchestrated. It's a kind of a game. They configure for you before you enter into this life. They configure for you this kind of a nonsense game. You know, you're gonna be the victim, she gonna be the perpetrator, the bad guy, or you're gonna be the bad guy and he's the victim. You know, it has already been planned even before you were born, even against your will. And I repeat, against your will. There's no such thing as a resonance attracts another, likes attracts another. There's nonsense. If that's the case, there would be no good partner versus bad partner, where one gives all and another takes, another one's the vampire. Only sucks and sucks and sucks and sucks energy from the relationship. There's no such thing as a resonance. That's a big bull, you know. This loop needs to be resolved now, in this lifetime. So you cannot only keep from reincarnation again in order to balance your karmic debt. But our goal is also to be able to exit the matrix illusion simulation completely. Hello sis, cool down, cool down, cool down, because I myself don't believe that I will return. I don't believe. And neither I want to. I get another second death the other side, but I don't come back. I won't come back unless if my mother were to exist, then my mother pleads with me to come back to see her. I would agree just to help her for the love that I still feel for her. Other than that, nobody will convince me to return and start this gay brothel game. For me, this is a rubbish gay brothel game, you know. This is a nonsense game. I don't like this nonsense game. Whoever invented this is a big moron. Clearing curses, spells, energetic darts, hexes, and a host of other dark, sticky energy can be easier than you think because of who we are. It mostly can be done by the awareness and intention to do so. Methods and behaviors align up and begin to unfold in your reality for you to have what you need to do the work. It's imperative that we become responsible for our own thoughts, actions, and words toward another. Relax, man. Okay, so you give your face to be slapped 100 times until you become all swollen, you break your nose, your tooth, you go blind. Go ahead and give your face for another slap. But many people want to do that. Won't put up with that. They will fight until death. Okay? So don't be stupid and you think that you should turn another cheek. That's nonsense. That's totally a kind of, it doesn't make sense in this dual world. This is very hypocrite to me, you know. The people who do that, you know, it's the people who doesn't go through traumas. So they don't know how is it to be traumatized, to be bullied, to be abused, etc. They don't know. If they were to go through this, they will understand that they'll be more sympathetic towards those who suffers abuse. And I mean real abuse, like a humiliation, um, abuse in a marriage, or abuse as a child. Not that it happened to me. I mean, as a child, I never get abused by my mom and my father. Never. I was the apple of their eyes. Okay, I have a wonderful childhood. Apart from one bad sister, I had one of the 5 year oldest one, number 5 year older one. The rest okay with me. So I had a relatively okay childhood, happy, free, etc. With a lovely mommy, very unconditional mother. So I was lucky. However, my trauma started when I got married and changed countries, and I come with this bully dog. You know, he and his family tried to run rain around my neck, but they didn't succeed. I fought all of them, and it was not one, two, three, I was 20, a gang of Muslims, and I fought all of them. Otherwise, I think I would be what, bullied, abused? No way. Leave that for those people who doesn't love themselves. I love myself a lot, at the point of not allow myself to be abused. You can say whatever you want, talk about ego. Yeah, oh hypocrites. Ego save. Ego save. Stupidity kills. Ego saves. Okay? Words in this reality have been distorted in such a way that the energetic emotion of anger, jealousy, frustration, hate, etc. can be attached to a word and sent across to another energetic field. Send to me, you see what's gonna happen to you. Send. I kind of challenge these people to do that. Those who tried are dead. The crazy thing is that just by having the thought and brew on the situation between you and another can astrally project that energy across the world to another's energy field. Brooding on a situation where you are angry at another person can literally make that person feel ill. Up to him. Somebody gets angry with me, I don't get sick because of it. Because I know how to defend myself. Why I'm so stupid to allow myself to feel ill because of another person bad behavior? Ask him, F you are you? F you. No, I'm like that. Just take it out. Don't brood it inside. That's for cowards. And the coward one who are like this, they are only brave and angry with defenseless person. Like they see people who are defenseless, the elderly, the children, animals, you know. But if the big guys, they get bullied. Why? You are stupid or what? Why you allow yourself to be bullied? Don't you love yourself? Don't you love yourself? You might as well go live alone. If you allow yourself to get bullied, go live alone. Once you become responsible for being the sender of such energy, the next step is to create a neutral field within you that can dissipate any energy that's been sent to you. I do that. Nothing can harm me because I can sense, and once I sense, I do something. I sent back within two folds, by two folds. Actually, either knowingly or unknowingly. This can be achieved through cutting cords and connections with another, forgiving them completely. For they know what they are doing, but they are just stupid and evil. No such thing, they don't know what they are doing. Ah, nonsense. I used to have been a kid, man. But you think if I want to kill a cat and a dog, I wouldn't think? Hey, is that what I want to be? Is that okay for me to harm this dog and a cat? Surely not. It's okay for me to harm my sister, to harm my mother, to say bad words to my mom, my 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 friend, my classmates. Is it okay? My teachers? No, I can't do that because it's within me. However, if they want to do it for me, to me, then I need to defend myself. Except my mother. My mother was the only one who could do anything to me, and I keep quiet. I bow my head down. We can learn to compassionately witness another's dark emotions without having the magnetic energetic field to receive them. The reason unconditional forgiveness works so well for a person is that it clears their own energy field, allowing them to move on regardless of the reasons behind the hurt in the first place. This sometimes is one of the hardest things to do, so if another person continues to hurt you 1,000 times over, whether consciously or unconsciously. Woman, this is called the stupidity. If you allow somebody to keep on hurting you, and then you do nothing about it, in the end you go to end up in hell worse than him because he's gonna kill you. In the times that we are now, we realize that we have grown sick and tired of many people, no matter how close they are to you. I don't buy this myself. Even parents. Why parents? Hello. If you are too old, get out of the house. Don't bother your elderly people. Your elderly loved ones. Don't bother them. Get lost. Just get lost. You are 18-year-old. Get lost of the house. They own you nothing anymore. Okay. And if you think nowadays the excuse is that you brought me to this world, I suffer because of you, it's your responsibility, mom and daddy. Oh God, she's so cute. Not. Hello, grown up, and I get out of the house the same way that you didn't ask to be born, neither did your parents. Don't give this as an excuse to be a lazy ass and do nothing about your life. Be a good for nothing. Okay? At the age of 16, I was on my own. By less than 18-year-old, I was already married. By 18, I was already with kids, a family. Okay? So you stop your nonsense. Stop being childish and pampered, because many people do on their own by the time they are 17 to 18. Me and some of my sisters had done that, and I still help my mother. Even as we were independent, we are still helping our mom. You see how good? That's the nice culture. Unique and rare, not found nowadays. If they have become so traumatized that they become toxic energetic machines. Energetic codes are created when people interact with each other, which is supposed to allow for an exchange of good vibes and love, which leads to balanced unity. Nowadays, hello. Let's be more logical, shall we? Smarter. Nowadays, for all the sea devils free around, creating, how to say, spells, bad spells and hexes, throwing around in the air, going to the mind of these other devils in human bodies. You think it's okay for people to stay together all the time without conflict? this is rarity, and this is a miracle. If you have you need family, like at least my family were, although we bikering, I mean my brothers and sisters bikering sometimes. It's okay, normal of that we are talking together, united together again, helping each one another. It's common. Now, wishing bad for your family, sisters and brothers or parents, trying to killing them, saying bad things about them, about your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. You are a bad yes man. I think the problem is within you. You are the psychopath one, the narcissist, not your parents. Okay, not your parents. Maybe sometimes we have a evil old sister or brother who doesn't have, but still don't wish evil thing to this person. Just forgive them and carry on with your life. If there is Christmas, you saw them, you see them, wish them good Merry Christmas, Happy New Year for you and your family. Wish them good. That's the advice I would give to a person who has such people in their life. But as long as they are far away from each other, what's the problem? What's the problem? Why must you still hold on to that hatred that will consume you over time? You must forget it. Live your life. Let other people alone. That's past. What is past is past. As they say, moving water won't move the windmill. Okay, but the problem is the people who are still living with you and stuck with you. Can be a spouse, can be a son, a daughter. That's the problem for many people. Not your parents. It's the others who come later, who is not even related to you by blood. I mean, 95% genetically wise. If a person is unwilling to take responsibility for themselves, the sad realization in these times is that we simply have to resort to looking out for ourselves and resolve our own issues in a safe and healing manner so that we can end our own suffering. We end up having to kidnap ourselves from such toxicity. Get out. If you can get out, get out. Get out of any relationship whereby you are not happy. But not because you are the narcissist one, and then you want from the other what the other is not able to give to you. Then the problem lies with you, not the other person. Okay, let's say for example, you hate your mom and daddy because they won't help you, because they don't have the money to give you. That's the reason for many psychopaths nowadays, narcissist psychopaths, to call their mom and daddy parasites and a good for nothing, or parasites or bad mom and daddy. And if you get one slap, oh, mom and daddy no good. Mom and daddy beat me with their finger, with a feather. Not even a feather, that's a feather. You know, the tempered brats nowadays. Before, if I made a mistake, like if I stay out at night, talk with my friend sometime. Okay, when I return, my mother would beat me. Okay, with slippers, with cane. My mother would cane me. Okay, because at that time we didn't have a telephone, and I couldn't call her. And then she had to wait for me. Maybe at 9:30. She couldn't because we went to sleep at 9:30 at that time. And I returned home. Wow, I got canned. My God, really. When the first time that one girl neighborhood said that one guy liked me, my God, it was a one guy liked me. The guy was a neighbor. I was about 14-year old. The guy was 17. It was a big commotion between my mother, my sister, this family, and myself, and I ended up getting caning. Only because that guy sent me letter, it didn't end up in my brother's hand, and I go to my sister's hand. And I never touched the guy, don't happen nothing, just a letter. I was a kid, I didn't have that thinking of hug the guy, kiss the guy, or have other things. No. It was all about letter. He sent that letter through my friend, my school friend who was my neighbor. The girl gave it to me. And then that time she didn't find me because usually before we go to school, we go to bakery to get our fresh bread for breakfast and then go to school in the morning about 7 o'clock. That day I didn't go to school because I was having a fever, and she ended up giving to my older sister. My sister gave to my mother. They read about the guy said that he fell in love with me, blah 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 blah, and I didn't even see the letter, saw the letter later. My mother beat me up, and I didn't take it too hard. I understood. Maybe my mother have a right. Maybe I thought like this. Maybe she's worried that I go wrong, or then I lost my virginity, and then I get pregnant. She was right. She was right. As a mom, she was right. She had all the right to do that. No, but nowadays, no. Bad parents, abusive parents. I don't see that bad parents. They do drugs, they take alcohol, they leave their children on the streets. My mother never done that. They leave their children on the street, okay? Throw the children out. My mother never did that. My mother makes sure that we had an education, a basic education. My mother made sure that we have the basic to eat and a clothe ourselves. And she had all the right to discipline me if she saw fit. Nowadays cannot do that. If we give a slap, if we repeat this to our children nowadays, we are labeled in 100 years from now a witch, a bad parents. But the bottom line is because we don't give them money to buy labeled clothes like Boschini, Armani, and many, many more branded goods. That's why we are labeled as bad parents. It's all boiled down to material stuff. They go about with friends that are as materialistic as they are. Arrogant people. The culture is totally yuck. It's not like my culture, because they were brought up in different countries, not the same as my culture. We're small, humble, simple, etc. And we hold on to the old values. They call it the conservative values. Where we should respect our elderly, we should help our mother, and not say bad things to our mother. Okay? And I'll be less materialistic, focus more. Okay, study, take a course, go work, and by live simple. No, nowadays a parent is bad because don't give them what they want. Some would even say, if people die, here where I am, they say like that. If people die, they are not remembered by what they are, but what legacy they had left behind. One bloody fool from the zodiacal sign of Leo had to say that in his Facebook page. he was referring to the parents of his wife who passed away. You know, his father-in-law passed away, and then the father-in-law was very poor, and then he said that in Facebook, when people die, what is left behind is not the memory of how good that person was, but what legacy, referring to money, he has left behind. I say, my God, this idiot is a monster, really. He's a terrible, evil little man. So another stark realization is that the matrix is a hall of mirrors, and if a person sends out such energy to another who is capable of deflecting it, like me, here, it returns sometimes 10. I send it 1,000 fold for him to really fall. Some of them have died by now. Back to you, and you end up attacking yourself. Trained energy healers that have the ability to see energetic blocks within you and unfold the origin of the energy can help you dissolve the revolving door of darkness. No need. Not me. Many times you can receive some of this energy from someone you've never met. So what? Man, I send it back. I say in my word, I say inside myself, I go and F4. If I can say in the face, I say, hey, just F you. What do I look at me for? Just F4. Let's say you accidentally cut them off on the road. Perhaps one woman. Why I must be woman? Men also don't invite woman. Is it? Men is sin. They do not invite woman and other men. Men don't invite, don't have these feelings also. Sense, nossa American woman. One woman has program of jealousy and sees another woman in a restaurant that she decides to look like. How about have everybody see one evil man from another culture, another race, interracial marriage that is jealous of the wife and wants the wife color of hair or color of skin? There is such a thing. Not because you say, I love you and I like your color of skin or color of hair or even your color of the eyes. No. This man, he is not admiring her. He's envying with a kind of discrimination and hatred, you know. Like say, I wanted to have what you have, but I don't like you for what you have. You know, this happens to me. This man, jealous man, who even want to color his hair my color of hair, which is brownish, is how to say the thing, ash brown. Ash brown is some color of reddish, something like that. The man want to color his hair this way, and he hated me for that. And then his mother asked him, is it hair color of your hair natural? And then she see that all the time, all this year that I have been married to her son, I never even touched one bottle of dye to color my hair. And I have cut my hair, how many times I cut over and over, the hair grew up as the same color. What's this miracle? A jealous darty sent her away just with a thought. The amount of opportunity for being a target of this energy is unfortunately one of the most prevalent ways humanity is attacking itself under the influence of other entities who are pulling the puppet strings. Like I have said in my video, I have a video that I have seen. The problem is not even these entities, because they are there to trigger you. They push the trigger. The rest is up to you. They'll say, we're gonna be the catalyst. The rest is up to you. We are only, because the Luciferian plan is to pull the trigger, to be a catalyst. But the rest is up to you. You choose what you want because you are exercising your free will. Your your choices based on your free will. Okay, don't come later and say, oh, Lucifer asked me to kill somebody, kill my mom, kill my sister, kill my spouse, kill my children. No, you kill them because you didn't think properly. You let your emotions get out of your hands. Or sometimes you don't have even an emotion. You don't have emotion. You just kill them cold-blooded because you are a psychopath, narcissist. So you cannot blame steady part. Yeah, they have some part to blame in all this, and you take the other 45% at least. The rest is up to them. The rest is their blame. You take 45%. They won't get punished. You will get punished. By doing that, if a devil do that, they trigger men here. They use catalyst to trigger your minds. They will ascend. They will upgrade. You know you will descend. Your will descend because you have chosen not to think properly. When you kill someone, you kill the animals, you are cruel towards animals, towards your family. You will pay for that. Not the Lucifer, not the devil. You. They will ascend. Remember that, huh? When they trigger you, they will ascend. They gain, you lose if you fall for that trap. The thing is to give the middle finger and ask them to go and plant cassava somewhere else. That's how I do. Perhaps you are capable of seeing your own energy field and can clear yourself. But if you do not have this ability, you can certainly still clear most sticky energy with intention, grounding nature in a positive, clean, and a loving environment. Yeah, if you have a clean and love environment, but if you don't have, then how? All around these evil people, discriminative people, racist people, what else? Jealous people, evil people, cruel people. So how? Just that is why our environment is nasty, with it trashy. Yeah, because the people trash what? The people trash. The people itself are trash. Except the animals. In the unkept places, nature is becoming balanced and negativity programs prevail. Yeah, of course. Your mother no good. Your mother narcissist. Your little mother always the cords apparently breaks in the side that's most feeble. The weakest part is the one who breaks. So they mostly blame the mother. Narcissist mother, narcissist father. Why? Because the mother doesn't have and won't give them what they want. Because the mother won't give them every time a fish to eat. The mother or the father also want them to go there and fish for themselves. Learn how to fish. Learn how to bake. Learn how to prepare your own food. You cannot have it all your way when we ourselves have to fend for ourselves, still young, teenager. We have to fend for ourselves and we still have to help our parents. Why must you want a different kind of treatment? You are not superior to us. You are not some kind of kings and queens and princesses and priests. No, you aren't. You're just a trashy humans. Just like the old generations. Who are you? Who you think you are? You are nothing. So what if you are young? I also have been young. I also have been young. You know? But with the mindset much higher than you all nowadays. At the age of 20 plus, 21, 20, I had a kind of mentality that it was like 39, 38. Nowadays, I see that people nowadays at this age of 21 to 20, they have a mentality of saying 5-year-old, 8-year-old, totally pampered. They can barely wash one plate that they eat or one fork that they have eaten. They cannot cook an egg. They either live for the oldest one or the maid, whatever they have. Totally invalid. When they have children, they left aside for the mother, the aunties, the maids, even maids, grandparents to take care, because they can't just be bothered, because they are used to sit down all the time and work behind a computer desk at the office or whatever. They don't want to move a bone to do anything. No wonder they are called lazy bunnies, or lazy bones, who want to move themselves. So this is why environment, kids are staying indoors, glued to their games and computers and TVs. Many people are stuck indoors. Most of the work week behind a desk or in a building. It may seem like the odds are stacked against us, but we are getting help through information, energy being sent from source, and volunteers who have come here to be a part of the boots on the ground clean up crew. Clean up, I don't know, but not through this way. How you make it up here, how you present all this information, how your doctrine is. It doesn't hold much water into the bottle, because you are still following the Akon's way. Okay, because most of the things here that you are mentioned here doesn't even have to exist in the first place. And then for this, they invented this teamy bad versus teamy good, because they want to take away their responsibility from the whole game and a scheme that they together had created. Be them team good or team bad, team lefty or team right, team dark or team light, it doesn't matter. They are all in it together. Thankfully, you have received a divine dispensation from a higher self. Oh, woman, I have this since the 70s for intelligence's sake, man. Did I have to wait until this century now to receive this dispensation? Totally not. To think properly and to know my duties? No. Oversoul and creator, in order to finally help free us from our self-imposed prisons. I didn't have a prison long time ago. I was free. I was a teenager. I was free before. Now that I feel more in prison, never mind about this new age nonsense. I feel more in prison now than never before. In my country, I was a free-range chicken. Or better yet, I was a free canary. I go and come back whenever I wanted it. That's not the problem here. The problem here is that we are limited nowadays. I'm limited. The energy that's coming to the planet right now can dislodge these dark, sticky energies, allowing them to be seen, felt, and transmuted. Every time I have been able to do that. There's no such thing as now, only now. I was born in the 60s. My time of youth was in the 80s, when I was late 70s to until the later 80s when I was still a youth. Late 80s and still 90s. In the early 90s, I still were a youth. There are many forms of energetic transmutation on the planet that are coming into the power. The more that 1 or 100 persons do this kind of work, it can transmute a multitude for the collective who are ignorant and uninformed. No neither. You are just there to gather energy from those idiots. You gather energy here, you give it to them, and they suck. Imagine one very long tube and they suck like Coca-Cola. Enjoy all your energy, bunch of fools. For this what serve meditation, group prayers. This what serve sucking energy. If one sole person they cannot do that, because they say, oh, this one is more how to say that thing, anchovy. For what can anchovy fill our stomach? We need a 10,000 wells. For what we anchovy do prayers? You understand the dynamics? It's nonsense all this. For sick people, fanatic. For those who never learn to take responsibility for their own energetic tragedy. Oh my God, so dramatic. Their higher being outside of the matrix has orchestrated their next reality simulation somewhere else, free of programming and deliberate suppressing, so that they can once and for all have a chance to be good, do good, and learn to live in peace and harmony. How sure are you? Have you been there? Have you reached there? To vouch for it? Oh, I don't know, but I feel uncertain about this. And to be frank, I smell a rat. This is what earns the right to eventually go home or graduate. Oh my gosh. Whether that place is named the heaven or simply outside of the construct. Oh my gosh. How touchy. It has been said that some of humanity have been stuck here for 4 books of life. Might be you, not me. Or houses of Brahma. Oh my God, so dramatic. I cannot speak for my ancestors who were here many years ago. I cannot speak for them. I can speak only for myself. What I have is fraction from their souls. For goodness' sake and for smartness' sake and intelligence' sake and wisdom's sake, without graduate or exiting. I feel like the reincarnation trap tied to energetic karma is one of the many reasons why, along with frequency fences and poisonous environments. So much drama. Coming to your own power by having information about what is happening and what we can do about it. The ability to break down the program and the matrix for all of humanity. I don't believe in all this nonsense. These are charlatans con artists using this new age nonsense to offer program of I don't know how many thousands of dollars, how many hundreds of dollars to heal you, when the healing is inside each one of us. It's all up to you. Everything is in your mind. There is nothing outside of you. Everything, healing, diseases, concepts, or whatever, evil or good, is all inside, imbued inside of us, not outside of it. Inside is just a concept, just a false paradigm or imagination, and it is all created either by these people, this group, of new age group or whatever, who meddles with the dogmas and always they get out of your religion system to go into the new age system. It doesn't matter. You can take religion away from the people, but you cannot take the people away from religion's concepts. So they use all this sometimes to make profit, because I believe that the best thing in life are given for free. Once you are charging people for some simple information that you're supposed to share, then I don't know, you are not doing sincerely, and you are just think about your wallet or your purse.